All right, abusia incha on yes some more kwaba sonko so from a channel so I had so I be media je. Abusia beka is excellency John Dramani Mahama. During a year election any a year campaign 2024 abusia papa di nkomo bi say. So otumi ewini a year election 2024 nko ade abusia. Ordinary B any a year some NPP alleged criminals be ebeko akogum ewo a year abusia prison. Na abusia enne e wo 2026 akwa kosisen ya ho nkomo akwa kosisen de na to na nabi tisam no kase de na ba abonten de nsem e na ba abonten a efa eye na nabi abusia enyo no kwa chairman untumi kind of we ata oye your former finance minister Asante Bedi atu Gabi Otredako and some NPP top gurus mo de nkomo na ba abonten de nsem e na excellency John Dramani Mahama this time abusia wato e de amane eye NPP top gurus we mo abusia e ha era so aye be media je se ene and they connect channel so need you kwan so ye be so subscribe like na buso wabo asa hye ma for person be tie no anya bi etie yenko ni tie koma ba abonten e basa nkofo we ho be media GHF asa konya we so adobe biara ase since day one abusia mo na ma support ye channel na bedu san pepe so we ka so ba de onhyira mo o ma na adom no enya kase e wo mo so ye tie koma ba abonten masese
anka cheba wudasem so ye galamse ya wase Ghana sa Ghana japade na se fo wo se nya kukudo ne nam say okwakoye campaign say ento abama na as national chairman enya by we ya
democracy
demo ene because like by this time and God remind me you can asem wo this is because you being for 2 years
that's not talking
Oh, Embradia.
You know how Tatushikata was jailed?
No, but I mean,
you know how he was jailed.
So were you happy? He was illegally jailed.
What is good for 12 brothers?
David, 12 brothers. I beg to differ. You beg to differ. Was started prosecution in several.
Number one. Any power by my yesho won now when people win now one is Kakasi no you say one ho.
Okay, no for that all. Oh, US.
Wait me actually. Yeah, you operation no kasa be from call you ma be wu. What?
Captain.
What me actually?
Yeah, go say.
That be what me actually. That be what me actually.
Politician bro.
That be what me actually.
Oh, yeah,
okay, fine.
Yes.
And see what it means is that won't mean chill.
Yeah,
President Boni Paba could be doing what the campaign said or not there. So we did president or mention on.
Oh, president can say, yeah, me no say. Not Nanabi,
Nanabi,
Nanabi, Ghana for crime has no expiring date.
What has changed?
Watch it.
President can say crime has no expiring date.
Number 3.
2012 to 2016, they basically made profits throughout. Now, when you come to the other side, Bank of Ghana and Ikufuado from 2017, ABC 2022. And the reason is 2022 because 2023 we were bankrupt. You know, 2023 we were bankrupt. IMF done. There was no money because Anka Sikebi ho and Anka make profit. Anka 2023 Anka figure amount. But because the NPP ran the country down inside the pit, you know. So 2023, we were bankrupt, zero. There was no money. Anything you call IMF. Now, 2017, NPP bar power. After John Mahama, eja 700 a year million cedis. Eto ho ansana okono. What happened is NPP eteki ko 1.6 billion. That's the overflow from John Mahama leaving office. All the infrastructure project and I started a yield sika with ja. Otuko bi ewudi na koka abuofunu ye delete and ye uploading new ones. 2018 it is our calculate here 1.6 billion That was the loss. Ekufuado and NPP making in 2017. They made the loss of Bank of Ghana 1.7 billion. 2018, 800 million under MPP. Omu making losses of Bank of Ghana. 2019, Omu making 1.8 billion profits. 2020, they made 1.6 billion profits. 2021, they made 1.2 billion profits. 2022, they made 60.8 billion loss. 2022, okay, losses are you're making now under Bank of Ghana leadership. The NPP only in 2022, they made 60.8 billion loss. Sika omontumi accounted for. Under Ekufuado, under Baumia, the head of economic management team, under Oforiata, 60.8 billion. These are facts. 60.8 billion under MPP. Inti I am who's MPP 40 TV so say I mama monhe NDC di omo ye na montoma mo kwasiafo under the NPP in 2022. Bank of Ghana alone made a loss of 60.8 billion. 60.8 billion. Kwasiafo. Now 2023 na sika bia mponi ho. 2023 there was no money. And I'm calling Bank of Ghana sika by 2024 be run here. So you can see clearly the difference between the NPP and the NDC. The gap between these two political parties is wide. The gap between the NPP and the NDC is wide. It is a PSG ni Chelsea. Because they say America say PSG about Chelsea will be share the 3 million point. I can 4 more goals. This alone, it should end the conversation. The alternative, which is the NPP, is a stupid party. They cannot manage the affairs of Ghana. 60.8 billion losses in 1 year. And then we sit here and say, oh, Yakofa ba umiaba into Ghana for Montam Ghana and Sanfamaye. Now 60.8 billion. I'm here to answer. I did be able to answer. $60.8 billion. Whether you like it or not, that is what happened. These are the facts. 60.8 billion under Bawumia, the head of economic management team. Inti dia pa na MP Babaka chair say, yeni Ghana for yen sisa ya adwene na yen to Abama Bawumia. Die ntina Ghana MPP ni ewa da moral right to put to come and sit on TV say, me a communicator ma MPP. Inti tie menu masem never to me ma MPP. We kwasia. Na wo Ghana yo papa dia and now they show bisa and waboka 60.8 billion Bank of Ghana and kakwasia penyi obetam MPP amadi panu. This is the basic nini. We don't have to be talking too much. We don't have to be arguing too much. This is where it ends for the NPP, never to come close to power again. In this West study power, me, I don't talk about NPP communicators on my platform. 20 since I'm about power, me for NPP communicators and to me show so because nobody is worth my platform. No. Hardly do you see on my platform say may the NPP communicator about to me show so say so I communicator with me addressing. None of the communicators is worth me addressing. None of them. Why? Who in the NPP today is intelligent to come and tell me say because of this we should forget about this and give NPP power? Come here, kwasia. So you see my platform, I don't show NPP communicators. Hey, some baby, whether the director of communication or whatever they say, I don't speak on it. You know why? Because they are not worth our time. Jimmy. I will not go to that point whereby I'll go and pick a blogger, MPP blogger. Said no I want oh no nyansa be no nim because mega just onko churches ade we munchire Ghana for. So this platform is bigger than any platform in Ghana. This platform is bigger. Say ya ba ni abecheche machire Ghana for ni delete eya atro no we na Ghana for mohwe under Bawumia ne Ekufuado 2028 to 2022 nkwa omo boka 60.8 billion Bank of Ghana. South Ghana way. But you see some of these losses, the honest truth is it becomes difficult to track But as far as we have it on file, factual, no, we are not supposed to make that mistake again to bring anybody else from that group of people. That is what I keep telling Ghana for. We need to be serious as a people. Yeah. Sometimes when I sit and I watch the argument of the NPP, then I ask myself, my message is saying, what is your message? My message is say, and the interquest with Iran, and Israel, any America, petrol war kosro inti yentuma NPP. Na said double war na ekoso. And I say, say Russia-Ukraine war no egu. If the Russia-Ukraine war still exists, because that was your definition of hardship, so I want to ask the NPP for, is the Russia-Ukraine war still in existence? Is it still in existence? And I say, egu. Say, egu ya dia, they mean say John Mahama and the NDC, they are faced with 2 wars. I think technically, and go say petrol graduate 30 a letter. Me busa NPP for. Right now, as we speak, we want to question you. The Russia-Ukraine war, and I said that because when the Russia-Ukraine war, no, and then I'm going to say, anything about petrol.
Abusia of family na muguso a o share basa so on subscribe no like no watch jumadi about for so ensa etumi akabe and don't forget to click on the notification bell so be any update we drop ya no won so ensa able to me akabe so for family no ensem pina ekoso egudwa yen kone kotinsem bra ekoso of family no so
kodu 17 to 18 at the point 2022 edu 23 Ghana cedis a letter in 2022. Petrol do 23 Ghana cedis per liter. Yebusa mo say identity petrol do omaka say Russia-Ukraine war. And me busa mo Russia-Ukraine war no omo wi ana say that so koso NPP nkwasiafo is the war still ongoing or war na ending. And send beka petrol ho asem. That means the NDC government is faced with 2 wars. Bako Iran, America, Israel. And bako saswo Russia and Ukraine. Iti John Mahama has done better. Or San Kamenoka say and go say petrol do 40 Ghana cedis a liter. And so petrol is still low. Let me ask you simple questions. It is a moment before now. That's why I don't engage the NPP in back and forth. I don't do it. Who in the NPP is intelligent? Who? If today the NPP wants chairman, I want me to lead it as a national chairman. Now, they have bunch of fools. Into China, I am Musha NPP for now. I am Musam say, yes, Ramo. Russia Ukraine war no, and the whole cost one answer omujai. Yabese Buja say Russia Ukraine war no. Russia Ukraine war no yabese hu say edaho ho say Russia Ukraine war no ho dia then the NDC government is managing 2 wars. John Mahama is very smart. Atoforson is very smart. The NDC government, they are doing so well. Unless you, the NPP, you tell us from Ochina say there's nothing like Russia-Ukraine war. War in Hobium, egu omowie. Say Russia-Ukraine na ho cost there then hey, your problem upa because Russia-Ukraine war and Iran, America, Israel as to Russia-Ukraine. It Mahama is managing 2 wars. So do you expect petrol to be at where it is? We are expecting petrol to get to 40 a liter. It was China kwasi afọ betina radio so TV so anopa na some be NPP propaganda mo amoye NDC communicators just question them and say we want to ask you per your knowledge is the Russia-Ukraine war still in existence or the war ended? The answer no now they are two so me say ushi NPP nia no abusa no TV so if you're a communicator for the government you sit with an NPP person tomorrow say Kevin Taylor said I should ask you. Okay, so I don't want to hear Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor, who is Kevin Taylor? It's a foolish guy. I don't say. So I want to ask you. And these communicators, much NPP communicators, I'll say, Kevin Taylor said I should ask you. Kevin Taylor is saying, he's asking you. He wants me to ask you. But if you don't recognize Kevin Taylor, that's fine. I want to ask you for Kevin Taylor. Because I am asking you for Kevin Taylor. The Russia-Ukraine war, a gu and answer at the whole cost. So Russia-Ukraine cost so there, then it means to say there are 2 wars that Mahama all could see to fight and get Ghana a fuel. Aha, kwasi afwo. Yet Akroma, anytime get Ghana for say, don't entertain the NPP, they're a bunch of idiots. They are stupid, they can't think. Ochna, communicators on Mako TV soon, I say Kevin Taylor says I should ask you, is the Russia-Ukraine war still ongoing? If it is still ongoing, then you have to understand that it is still affecting fuel and the prices. If it is still not ongoing, then let us know. Because on record, Russia-Ukraine war is still active. That means, excuse me, I say, anything about petrol to 23 is still there. It means Mahama cry idea. Mahama idea because now go say petrol they do 40. NPP communicators we am going to for. Now let's move forward. Delete. Now there's this agenda by the NPP surrogates, led by Kofi Bento and the so-called the hungry intellectuals in Ghana. Let me tell you, the likes of Kofi Bento and the hungry people. Sika NPP for small boys na benya politics indirect politics they are hungry right now. They think say they can all come together and bring Bawumia back through lies. Kofi Bento and his likes, they are liars. They don't have any knowledge more than you. Kofi Bento onim nyanse bia nchen Google nama. He just goes ask AI. He just goes and Googles. Onim nyanse bia nchen obi a Ghana. He is not any intelligent person. I'm telling you. All the things they write is say Imani. Small boys we no church from. They are not intelligent as you people think. Now, I must start Jandam for let's kill it. We are deleting. Jandam for the team, stay with me. Jandam for from the Abano is here no. The idea in Iran say they all hate what Sami Jemfi is doing, all because Sami Jemfi is working well. Oh, say so study Kofi Bento mo boy ba kono chess person saying Bright Simmons money sanko for some intellectuals no. Oh, gold board. That is what they are doing now. There's nothing. They are forcing scandal. There's no scandal. And Ghanaians, NPP still think, say, yeah, the whole 1992, kind of politics. It does not work again. No. You need to prove beyond reason. Ghana is a court now. Ghana is a political court. You cannot just walk in and make your case and walk. You will be questioned. You will be cross-examined. People will check your facts, your evidence. Ghana is a political court. You cannot just walk in and say, I am Kofi Bento, I am part of Imani. It doesn't work like that. In Ghana, when you say you want to speak politics, every single person sitting there is a jury. They will analyze your statements, they will question your thoughts, and then they will ask you for your evidence. So you cannot just base your statement on emotions and your anger and your hatred towards people. It will not win your candidate Bawumia any vote. These are facts. And the better you guys get to know that the Ghanaian that you saw 8-10 years ago is not the same Ghanaian today. 90% of Ghana for they can read between the lines. So the country Ghana you see there, and the reality check, Kofi Bento or likes the criminal so-called intellectuals. The Ghana you see is a political court. It's a political court. There are a lot of political juries in Ghana. So you cannot just make statement and walk. What but damn, people will question you. People will question you. The likes of Jatomuni and the other people don't take them serious. They see them as jokers. They see them as hungry people who are not able to make anything in their lives. So they think this is the time they can impose their ill thoughts, their fake, their unread thoughts on Ghanaians. It does not work. So before you come to speak on Ghana's issue, make sure that you are getting your facts right, because the senior high school kid can sit or lay in his bed and start to Google your statement. They will fact check you. They will tell you that you think you are stupid. 1990, 1991, 2014, 13, and another Ghana for whom someone nyansa. Right now, majority of the people know someone nyansa. Jimmy, now this the next jandam they are trying to do. Let's delete. Kofi Bento, don't forget this government sold 18 tons of our gold when all forecast. Listen to the grammar. Kofi Bento say, and when you read everything he's written there, everything at the end of the day is based on speculations. Foolish man. All the speculations never give credibility to Ghana and there. You cannot base on speculations to win power for Bawumia. You lie. My brother, we are not going to agree. We will fact check you people. Now see, don't forget this government sold 18 tons of our gold when all forecasts showed that gold price were rising. Gold prices were rising. Or say, remember Urenfi, say a byway at Ghana gold, 18 tons. A bra na gold prices air costro. Now, or you see where they be forecast. When all forecasts are basically, you are basically predicting. Or someone can say, a byway ton Ghana gold, 18 tons. A bra na yenina yesusu. You won't say a real gold prices in the costro. That means you could not basically put a pin on it and say a real gold prices, no, it wasn't going to drop overnight or it wasn't going to go up overnight. So we speculate when you forecast something does not mean say a definite. It's one gazelle statement which they say you were just speculating. Yes, Ghana sold gold 18 tons. That's fine. That's fine with you. The question here is, do we have a season, a time, a date, a period that gold is supposed to be sold? Send gold our world market near 10,000 per tonne. Now say you see gold or China ebeko 15,000. We cannot basically base our hopes on speculation. We cannot base our hopes on forecast. We cannot base our hopes on somebody predicting. Prediction, forecast, and speculations. You cannot base a country's economy or the sale of gold on these three things because gold is volatile. So Bonica said volatile. Gold can be $6,000 at 6 a.m. this morning, and it can become $2,000 at 6 p.m. the same day. So you cannot sit and say, when they were selling the gold, 18 tons of gold, when gold was high, you could not, or you cannot say, because the price was high, the price was going to be higher forever. No. The people who sold the gold took advantage of the moment. So if today, gold is selling for $10,000 an ounce. That's the OB project.
Abusia ahana ebedi besedi jumadi na ebebe masasa subscribe. Now like and watch jumadi ama from so ensa etumi akebe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell. Say any update be dropiano also ensa ebetumi akebe. Abusia for can say so best political say onya bebe say POG mi da so and I be not always on POG mi da. You pick up or best political and say na be on echo and the eba e Ghana amanyo. So for Crim.